A nigga from Los Angeles writes to BossMack. He say, BossMack, I'm a 31-year-old nigga out here really getting to the chili in the tech industry. I'm doing mid 6 figures, BossMack. I have a nice rotation of bitches. Everything is working for me right now with me and my team. My issues are with a bitch that's not even on my team. Here's my situation. About 3 weeks ago, I flew out to St. Louis for my uncle's funeral. Normally, when I fly into a city, I cop the rental and I cop a nice hotel room on GP. On this trip, however, I flew in. On this trip, however, when I flew in, my cousin insisted that I sleep in a room at his crib to be close to the family. So I went against my normal protocols. When I flew in, I copped the rental and went to my cousin's crib. Now, my cousin is doing well for himself. He has a nice house in a decent neighborhood. The only flaw I seen in my cousin was his choice of bitch. My cousin is a little older than me. He's 36. However, his bitch is 23. And she looks like she could be related to Sexy Red or some shit. And she lives with bro. Now, I didn't say nothing about it. I just imagined he had all this shit under control. Now, I'm going to keep it tall. I rock a plain Jane. Rolex Sky Dweller. And my everyday glasses is Cartiers. I don't rock a lot of ice, but I know I look like money. So when I touched down at the crib, I thought I noticed some excitement in this bitch's eyes when she looked at me. But then again, I thought I was tripping. My cousin was happy to see me. On the way from the airport, I stopped off and grabbed a fifth of XO Hennessy and a couple of cigars. We vibed. It was great energy. He showed me my room. We cracked the XO. And my cousin low-key guzzled that shit while we reminisced about my uncle and growing up. After a while, my cousin passed out. I really didn't drink but a couple of glasses, so I was cool. I was posted up in this den. I started working on my laptop. Then this bitch came in and asked me if I wanted to smoke a blunt. She had on an aloe sweatsuit and some fluffy house shoes. I was like, cool. She came in, rolled up a nice wood. We smoked. She told me how she met my cousin and how she was gonna have some of her homegirls pull up the next day to meet me. I was like, cool, whatever. Then a bitch left the room and came back in with a cutoff t-shirt, no bra, nipples poking through, and panties on. And sat right next to me, put her bare feet on the coffee table, and started rolling another blunt. A bitch came in so casually like that, with so much confidence, I was caught off guard and the bitch looked and smelled good. So I was low-key in shock. I gathered myself and I told the bitch, I appreciate you smoking me out. But I'm low-key high as fuck. And if my family walked in here right now, it would not be a good look. You up in here damn near naked and shit. A bitch laughed at me and said that nigga is in there snoring. He not getting up until 9 or 10. Then a bitch said some way out shit. She said I could suck your dick in here and nobody but us would know what happened. Then a bitch laughed and said she was playing. Then she said, you trying to hit the blunt or nah? I told her I was straight. The bitch lit the blunt, took a pull, then swung her feet to my lap. I imagine this was what it's like for a bitch to get pressed by a thirsty nigga. I moved her feet off of me, nice and smooth, and I said, I gotta turn them in. I'm burnt out, and I got up and went to my room. The next day, I got a hotel room. My cousin was disappointed, but I told him I had a bitch out here that I might have pull up and keep me company, and I didn't want to be politicking like that at his crib. The funeral came and went, and at the repast, my cousin pulled me to the side and told me his bitch said, I tried to get at her and she checked me, and that was why I left the house. And my cousin was super heated with me. And if we wasn't at the repast, I think this nigga would have tried to run the fade with me. Then the information started spreading throughout the family. I denounced the shit the best I could, but I ended up just bouncing and going back to my hotel room. Hit the like button for this game. BossMack, I really don't know how to play this shit. This bitch got me looking bad to my family. And my cousin is on some sucker shit. I really need to get through to this nigga that the bitch tried to get at me. Hit the like button for this game. The art of predicting whole treachery. The art of predicting whole treachery. Here's a rule that I have. Here's a rule. And this is for all niggas. This is for all niggas with sauce that move with a lot of masculine energy and real nigga energy and you know, this is for all my niggas that be, you know, staying with that shit on. You a nigga that stay with that shit on. You stay smelling good, looking great, all that. Here's a rule for you. You understand me? If you are not, if you are traveling anywhere, right? Always maintain total autonomy, meaning always grab you a rental car and always grab you a hotel room. You know what I'm saying? When you go to visit family and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? You need to, especially you going to visit, you know, cousins, brothers, whatever, and they have bitches. You do not want to be in a scenario where you could at any time be alone with a bitch. Under no circumstances. You want to always maintain space between yourself and all your people's bitches. Because the bitches already have mastery of the niggas and know what they could do and get away with. You walking into situations blind. When you see sucker shit, you saw sucker shit. When you seen him with that type of bitch living with him. As soon as you seen that, when you pulled up, as soon as you seen that, and you found and he disclosed to you that a bitch was living there, you should have been like, duly noted. Yeah, I just pulled up to vibe with you, have a drink with you, but when I finish this, I am going to go get a room. You know what I'm saying? And you can't let a nigga talk you into staying. You gotta be like, you know what? You know, you gotta run the play. Hey, I got a bitch out here. I don't want to be fucking in your house. I'm gonna have a bitch come through and lay up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have a bitch come through and lay up. I don't want to lay up with no bitch in your house. So I'm finna just politic this. I just came through the fellowship with you with this XO. Smoked this cigar with you. I appreciate the hospitality. But I'm finna go get this room. And minimum, hey man, unless it's your mama. I can understand if you flying in the town and this is your mama house, this is your parents' house, and it ain't no bitches there. Other than that, hotel room. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, no niggas, you don't know what's going on with niggas and they bitches. You don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And bitches will destroy all things. You know what I'm saying? No problem. You know what I'm saying? No problem. You know what I mean? Bitch probably look at you as like, oh, this is a top of the food chain nigga from California. You know what I'm saying? She used to that nigga. You know what I'm saying? She used to your cousin. Oh, this is, you know what I'm saying? He probably rest haven for her, as you can see. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of niggas would have went for that. A lot of niggas would have been like, you know what? I'm finna go ahead and knock it down. It's a lot of niggas that would have been like, I'm gonna go ahead and knock it down. Fuck it. This a little bad bitch. Fuck that. She 23. Shit, man. It's a lot of niggas that would have did that. Shout out to you for not doing it. But you still was too close to it. And the bitch, you know what I'm saying? The bitch probably thought that, okay, he probably gonna try to say that I came at him and fuck up my little living situation. So let me get ahead of that and let me, just sabotage him and his cousin relationship right quick. You know what I'm saying? Because she know how thirsty your cousin is, you know what I'm saying? She know how happy he is to have her as his bitch. So she get out in front of that and be like, yeah, he tried to get at me. That's why he left. Before you come back and be like, look, bro, man, I think you need to get a new. And see, and then the cold part of the game is, even if you would have probably came to him and been like, look, man, your bitch tried me. A nigga his mind would have processed that negatively. And he still would have tripped out on you. Even if you would have told him like, look, man, I was just in there chilling, man, and your bitch came in there with t-shirt, panties on, nipples poking out, man. You know what I'm saying, bro? Man, I don't know if that's a good bitch for you. That would have blew his mind. You know what I'm saying? So, ultimately, the best move in all situations like that is to always have your own shit. Always go get you a rent-a-car. When you fly in, grab the rent-a-car, grab the room. Tap in with your Big Lou, what's up with you? If your mind ain't strong, you ain't focused on living life and staying alive. You're done in today's time. He should have low-key recorded the interaction on his laptop. But see, how are you ready for that? You gotta be ready. You gotta be ready for that. 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 You gotta be ready. If a bitch was just in the room and she was dressed regular and y'all was smoking, having regular conversation, and then a bitch left and came back on ready to fuck type shit, you shocked. You shocked. You like, oh shit. I'm in a compromised situation right now. I'm in a scenario right now where if a nigga get up and walk in here, I might have to fight. He might shoot me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm automatically this bitch done put me in a scenario to where it's like I gotta throw water on this. I gotta throw water on this very carefully. You know what I'm saying? I gotta throw water on this and get up out of here. You gotta deal with the fact that it's like the devil. It's like you dealing with Satan. I gotta deal with the fact that the bitch look good as fuck, right? I gotta deal with this is a young bitch, looking good, smelling good. I gotta throw water on that. Then I gotta finesse my way out of here smooth so it ain't no explosion, loud talking, nothing like that. I gotta finesse up out of here. I'm processing the fact that my cousin's shit is so out of control that this bitch is trying me in here right now. This is really happening. This bitch is trying me. And I'm high too. I've been smoking weed and drinking. So, you know, and I'm here for a funeral. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta spin, I gotta get up out of here. I gotta throw water on this and get up out of here. And the bitch put her feet on me. You know what I'm saying? Your dick can get hard involuntarily from some shit like that. Your dick can get it hard involuntarily from some shit like you could be like, I don't have no intentions on fucking this bitch, but she done put her feet on my dick. So I gotta spin up out of this shit and get up out of this room. And then I gotta get out of this house. I gotta get out of here. This shit is crazy. And then you gotta process like, I'm here for a funeral. This nigga bitch done tried me. And now, do I even tell this nigga? Do I even tell this nigga? Do I even tell this nigga bitch? Damn. But you know, hey, recording the bitch would have been some genius shit. But man, how, you know? And then would a nigga even believe the recording? You know what I'm saying? I gotta aim the computer at the bitch. You know what I'm saying? To get a good look, this bitch just came in here like this. This bitch changed clothes. This bitch changed clothes. Texas Roadhouse. Yeah, man. You know, hey, man. And then niggas fellowshipping with XO, you know what I'm saying? Nigga probably got excited when he broke out that XO bottle, you know what I'm saying? And that's the way you should politic. You should politic with peoples like that. You should politic like that. You should pull up and be like that. Yo, it's a somber occasion. We you know, a great man has left us. You know, man, I got the XO, man. Break out some glasses, man. Been a minute. How you doing, nigga? Yeah. Good fellowship. Hey, man. But you know, hey, man, that's $200 bottle of Hennessy right there, though. Like, you feel me? That's a different looking bottle. That Hennessy bottle look hella different. Y'all know what that XO bottle look like? Y'all know what that XO bottle look like? That XO bottle look real different. You got the box, you break it. You got the XO box, you breaking it out of that. Yo, nigga, the bitch over there, eyes big as golf balls, like damn. And bro, just you know, and then you know, hey man, you know, your cousin Guzzle, you know, he ain't just laid back sipping like you. You ain't excited. You ain't, you know, you casual about the drinking. He guzzled it and he out. You know what I'm saying? He ain't even handling the XO like a player, like on some player shit. Like, you know, he ain't even handling like that. Hit the like button. I feel this shit. I feel this ain't the right time and place to have babies and getting married. Focus on staying alive. It's getting very serious out here. Focus on staying alive. Big Lou. King Ravens. Joseph. What'd he say? The men who respect you usually will respect the connection the woman has with you. Hey man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. On some real shit, it's very few niggas that wouldn't have went on and just took that down. It's a lot of niggas that would have did that. It's a lot of niggas that would have just been like, you know what, I'm gonna take it down and, you know, hopefully a bitch keep it low key and, you know what I'm saying, just be like something to happen and, you know. It's a lot of niggas that would have took the bitch down. That's the cold part of the game right there, nigga. That is the cold part of the game. It's a lot of niggas that would have been like, this a little young bad bitch. Hey, fuck it. Fuck it, man. It's a lot of niggas that would have did that. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you for shout out to you for not doing that. And you know, hey, shout out to you for not doing that. And you know, try to have a heart to heart with your rally. Be like, look here, man. Just say, look here, man. Bro, I did not want to tell you that happened. You know what I'm saying? Just try to explain to him, like, come on, man, you know. Hey, I didn't even want to come to your house. You know what I'm saying? I came because you invited me. You know, after you went to sleep, your bitch came in there dressed one way. You know, she smoked a blunt with me. Maybe I shouldn't have had done that. You know, I was being cordial. You know, I probably should have turned that down. I was being cordial though. She left and came back in dressed a different way. Then I told her I didn't want to smoke. Then she, you know, she fired up the blunt anyway. She said some reckless things. Then she put her feet on me, and I got up and I left the room, my nigga. And the next day I was out, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now, hey man, I'm just saying, bro. I don't want to be breaking up your happy home. I know you love the bitch and whatnot, man. But man, we family. You know what I'm saying? But I know, bitches could destroy relationships, man. You know what I'm saying? He might not. He might can't even take it if you call her a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit! I'm just getting my money to survive and keep moving and make more. You're gonna be homeless. Again, I say, strong people going to make it out here, man. It's real out here, Lou. Big Lou, it's real out here. Hey, man, just try to get a nigga to understand some shit, man. And if he don't, then, hopefully he will in the future, man, Yeah. But like I said, man, niggas, I advise all niggas, man, really all niggas, man, when you traveling, you know what I'm saying, or when you go around niggas, limit your exposure to niggas and they bitches, you know what I'm saying, and be mindful of being alone with a nigga's bitch, with the next man's bitch. Limit them opportunities for you to be alone with a bitch. You know what I'm saying? If a nigga ain't there, get up and move. You know what I'm saying? It's just real tricky out here, and especially if you's a nigga with sauce. If you's a nigga with sauce, if you's a nigga, you's a nigga wearing big watches, if you's a nigga wearing big watches, big glasses, you know what I'm saying? If you's a nigga that's smelling good, if you's a nigga with paper pulling up, you know what I'm saying? You moving like boss out here, man. Have mercy on your peoples, bro. Have mercy on your peoples. Think for your peoples.